Good afternoon, students. In previous video, we discussed about solutions topic, which one ideal solutions and non-ideal solutions. That means which obey the Raoult's law and which are not obeying the Raoult's law, as well as azeotropes. Now, in this session, we discuss more important topic of which one colligative properties of the solutions. So, especially in these colligative properties, we have four main properties that will be discussed in this session. Okay. So, what is the colligative properties? So, colligative properties only applicable to which one? For very dilute solutions only. Very dilute solutions only. So, what is a colligative property? So, colligative properties means which one? The properties of dilute solutions which contain non-volatile solute particles irrespective of their nature relative to the number of particles present in the solution is called as which one? Colligative properties. That means we have already learned about the which one, while a non-volatile solute dissolved in a liquid solvent, what happen? The vapor pressure of that one will be decreases. Am I right? That means for that very dilute solutions, that properties which are dependent on only number of particles of solute but not the nature of the solute particles, irrespective of nature of the solid particles, such properties are called as which one? Colligative properties. So once again, I repeat the definition carefully. The properties of dilute solutions contain a non-volatile solute depend on the which one? Number of particles of solute irrespective of their nature relative to the total number of particles in the solution is called as which one? Colligative properties. This colligative property is derived from a Latin word which one? The combination of two words. One is co and another one is ligare. Co means together and ligare means which one? To bind. That means the colligative word is derived from a Latin word. So here mainly four colligative properties we discussed here. One is which one? Relative lowering of vapor pressure and elevation of boiling point, and third one depression of freezing point, and fourth one is osmotic pressure. So what are the colligative properties, students? First one is which one? RLVP means relative lowering vapor pressure, and second one is which one? Elevation of boiling point. That one, as well as depression in freezing point and osmotic pressure. So these are the four colligative properties. So out of these we discuss each one by one. The first one is relative lowering of vapor pressure. RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure. So we already previously discussed, if a non-volatile solute dissolved in a solvent, what happens? The surface of the solvent is occupied by not only solvent particles as well as solute particles. Then what happens? The vaporization of a solvent will be decreases. So due to decrease in the vapor pressure, that one is called as which one? Lowering of vapor pressure. That means So what happened here? Once observe, the solute particles occupy the which one? Surface of the solvent. So automatically the vaporization pressure will be decreases. So the decrease in vapor pressure, the vapor pressure of pure solvent is which one? P naught, and the vapor pressure of solution is which one? PS. Alright. So lowering of vapor pressure of solution is which one? Delta P equal to P naught minus PS. This one is a P naught means which one? Pure vapor pressure of the solvent, and the PS is the which one? Vapor pressure of a solution. Now, what is a relative lowering vapor pressure? That is RLVP. So that is the ratio of this one. The difference is lowering of vapor pressure to pure solvent. That means P naught minus PS by P naught. This is called as a which one? Relative lowering of vapor pressure. So the relative lowering of vapor pressure is defined as which one? The ratio of lowering of vapor pressure of the solution to which one? Vapor pressure of pure solvent is called RLVP. So what is the definition here? The ratio of which one? Vapor pressure of which one? Vapor pressure of lowering of vapor pressure of which one? Solution to vapor pressure of pure solvent is called as RLVP. Clear? This RLVP is directly proportional to R. The RLVP, the relative lowering vapor pressure, is directly proportional to mole fraction of solute. Which type solute? A non-volatile solute. In the given solution. So what is the name? The relative lowering vapor pressure is directly proportional to which one? Mole fraction of non-volatile solute in the given solution. Clear? So that will be explained. Now what is the use of this relative lowering of not only relative lowering of vapor pressure as well as all the colligative properties. The uses of colligative property is mainly to find the molar mass of non-volatile solute or solvent. Clear? So that is the main theme of the uses of which one? Colligative properties. Now from this definition of relative lowering of vapor pressure, how can we calculate the molar mass of a given solute, which is a non-volatile solute dissolved in solution? That will be calculated here now. Okay? Once observe. So according to definition of relative lowering of vapor pressure is directly proportional to which one? Mole fraction of the solute. So for example, W1 grams of non-volatile solute dissolved in W2 grams of solvent, W grams of solvent, then number of moles of non-volatile solute N1, let us consider, that equals to which one? Small w1 by m1, where m1 is the which one? Molar mass of which one? Non-volatile solute. Molar mass of which one? Non-volatile solute. As well as number of moles of solvent, that is, let us consider as a N2, that is the which one? W2 by M2, where M2 is the molar mass of solvent. Clear? So according to the definition of which one? Relative lowering of vapor pressure, RLVP proportional to which one? Mole fraction of the solute. Which kind of solute? Non-volatile solute. Okay. So RLVP means which one? P0 minus PS by P0 is proportional to or equal to which one? Mole fraction of. So mole fraction means N1 by N1 plus N2. N1 plus N2. Or for our consideration, if we represent it as a capital N and small n, no problem at all. Okay. So this is the which one? Mole fraction of solute. So here once observe, this colligative property is applicable for which one? For only dilute solutions. Whereas in the case of dilute solutions, what happens? The number of moles N1 is very much less than N2. Very much less than N2. Then we not consider the which one? Almost number of moles of solute is negligible. So then what happens? P0 minus PS by P0 equals to which one? N1 by N2. N1 by N2. Because for very dilute solution. Okay. So what happened? Now for very dilute solution. Now we know that N1 is which one? Number of moles of which one? Solute, non-volatile solute. N2 means which one? Number of moles of solvent. Then P0 minus PS by P0 equals, this means RLP here, relative lowering vapor pressure, is which one? W1 by M1 by which one? W2 by M2. So that is nothing but which one? P0 minus PS by P0 equals to, that means that is from the definition of which one? Relative lowering of vapor pressure. It can be written as a which one? W1 by M1 into M2 by which one? W2. Clear? So if we know this value, we can easily find out the which one? Molar mass of M1. M1 means which one? Molar mass of solute. So if you want M1 equals to, then what happened? Let us P0 minus PS by P0 into, sorry, we record which one? M1. Then what happened? W1 into M2 by W2 into P0 by P0 minus PS. Clear? So from that relative lowering of vapor pressure, we can find out the which one? Unknown molar mass of the non-volatile solute which is dissolved in given solution, very dilute solution. So that is the use of which one? Relative lowering vapor pressure of the one of the correlative property for dilute solution. Okay, clear? Another correlative property is which one? Elevation of boiling point. So elevation of boiling point means there must be rise in temperature of boiling point than the original. When will it happens? For a pure solid, for example, in case of if we take a pure water, it boils at which one? 100 degrees Celsius. Means what is the boiling point of water means? At particular which temperature the vapor pressure of the solvent or liquid equal to the atmospheric pressure at a particular temperature, what happens? That liquid converts into liquid state to vapor state. So here in the case of water, what happened? The water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Means at 100 degrees Celsius the water vapor pressure becomes to which one? Atmospheric pressure. Then the water will be begins to boil. So that is the definition of which one? Boiling point. So according to definition of boiling point, what happened? The temperature at which the vapor pressure of a liquid becomes equal to the atmospheric pressure. Such particular temperature is called as a which one? Boiling point. For example, boiling point of water is which one? 100 degrees Celsius. Clear? Now, to that liquid, if we add a non-volatile solute, then what happens? Is it boils at 100 degrees Celsius? Nothing. There must be slightly rise in its boiling point. Because of which one? Non-volatile solute is added. So then what happened? There must be rise in the temperature of its boiling point. Such elevation is called as which one? Elevation of boiling point. So what happened? What is the definition of elevation of boiling point here? The difference between the which one? Boiling temperature of solution to boiling point of pure solvent is called as which one? Elevation of boiling point. So one thing you remember here, the solution boiling point is always greater than pure solvent, because pure solvent is lesser temperature, lesser boiling point than which one? Solution, because of addition of which one? Non-volatile solute. So here the definition is defined as a which one? The difference in the temperature of which one? The boiling point of solution to which one? Boiling point of pure solvent is called as a which one? Elevation of boiling point. That is denoted with a which one? Delta TB. The difference in the boiling point of solution to boiling point of pure solvent is called as which one? Elevation of boiling point, that is denoted with a delta T. Okay. So if T0 B is the boiling point of which one? Pure solvent. That means let us consider, as well as TB is the which one? Boiling point of solution. Then delta TB equals to TB minus which one? T0 B, where TB is always greater than which one? TB. Then we get which one? Difference in the boiling point. That difference is called as which one? Elevation of boiling point. Clear? So elevation means there must be rise in temperature. There must be rise in temperature. Clear? For example, according to graph, vapor pressure and which one? Boiling temperature. This is the pure solvent whereas this one is the solution. This one is which one? TB, and this one is T0. This is the back side. Here, that means T0B is always less than which one? TB, because it is the pure solvent boiling point, whereas it is a which one? Boiling point of solution. This is the vapor pressure. So while you draw a graph between the vapor pressure and the which one boiling point temperature, what we gains here? The pure solvent boiling point is always less than the boiling point of a solution. So the difference is called as a which one? The difference is called as the difference in temperature is called as a which one? The elevation of boiling point. Clear? Now, another more important thing is the elevation of boiling point is directly proportional to its molar concentration. Which one? The elevation of boiling point is directly proportional to which one? Its molar concentration. That means delta TB is proportional to small m, as well as while you removing the proportionality constant, delta TB multiplied with a constant KB. Here the KB is called as Ebullioscopic constant or molar boiling point constant. Ebullioscopic constant or molar boiling point constant. Which one? The KB is called as. Okay. So according to the definition of which one? The elevation of boiling point is directly proportional to molar concentration, means molality of the solution. So molality of the solution is defined as that means W1 grams of solute of molar mass M1 dissolved in W2 kilograms of solvent. Am I right? That means delta TB equals to which one? KB into molality is defined as a which one? Number of moles of solute by which one? Total mass of solution in kilograms. Mass of solution in kilograms. Okay, that means delta TB equal to KB into number of moles, means W1 grams of solute by which one? Molar mass M1 by W2 means mass of solution. Okay, that means KB into W1 by M1 into 1 by W. Yeah. In kilograms. If in case grams, then it converted as a which one? Kb into W1 by M1 into 1000 by W2 in grams. So specifically we can calculate the molar mass of solute, a non-volatile solute which is dissolved in that particular solution. That is M1 will be calculated as which one? M1 equals to Kb into W1 into 1000 by which one? W2 into delta T. That is the main theme, means to calculate the molar mass of which one? Given solute which is dissolved in solution. That is the relationship between which one? Molar mass and ebullioscopic constant or molar boiling point constant. Clear? That is about the which one? Elevation of boiling point.